Throw yourself a farewell party. It's that time of the year again. Christmas has just passed, and New Year is about to begin, and many of us plan to make improvements in our lives in the new year. I want to tell you in this video about a unique concept that can help you become the best version of yourself possible. Throw yourself a farewell party. Okay, so hear me out. This party isn't going to be your run-of-the-mill party. Instead, this party is going to be about saying goodbye to an old chapter of your life, even an old version of yourself, and welcoming the new you. So what is it that you're saying goodbye to? Too many of us feel that we're trapped by our own personalities, our histories, and our traits. We can get trapped into something called pattern thinking or type thinking, where we behave the way we always have just because we always have. There could be several reasons for this. I was reading recently about neural plasticity. We could get into it, about how repeating certain behaviors makes those behaviors easier in the future, thereby meaning you're more likely to repeat them even more. But there are more straightforward explanations about how we form and stick to certain patterns of behavior. Some are good for us and some aren't. This video is about saying goodbye to the behaviors and attitudes and mindsets that are not good for who we want to be in the new year. You see, we tend to think of ourselves in a certain way, and we want to act in a way that appears consistent with what we've learned about ourselves. In our minds, we have sort of created a persona that defines who we are and what we expect for and from ourselves. Maybe you're the funny guy, or maybe you're the girl who doesn't take any nonsense. Hopefully, you haven't created a persona of yourself as a loser or a failure or anything else that downgrades you below the phenomenal human being that you are. Whatever the case, it can become very difficult to break out of this pattern because you begin to revert to the type. This is who you are. It's what everyone expects from you. So how can you act any differently? So here's the thing. If that means that you're going to continue damaging your health because you've always been the guy that clears his whole plate, then that can be a big mistake. In other ways, we might revert to a type when we are tired or when we are weak. While you might try to engage in new habits and behaviors, it's always easier to revert back to the old ones. By throwing this farewell party for yourself though, you mark a psychological end to that period in your life and that chapter. This can have a huge impact by making you really see that that season is over and therefore giving you a good reason not to go back there. The farewell party helps you draw a line to separate the old you from the new you. And you know you can't go back without significant consequences or without really going against what you said you were going to do. It's time to say goodbye.